Hello, good afternoon, SOZO Kids team, or anyone who just happens to be watching this. This is our tutorial on sound and media in the multi-purpose room. It's recently come to my attention that this might be just good information for our kids team specifically to have, but then others as well. So I am here in the sound booth in the multi-purpose room. We're going to walk through the media training. We're going to do the soundboard first, followed by media. So if you're just sticking around to find out how to turn things on and off, watch this first part. And then if you're with kids ministry, feel free to continue on so that you know where to find our PowerPoints, our playlists on YouTube, all of that good stuff. So in the sound booth, we have our computer and our soundboard, and then up front, obviously, our speakers. Okay, so there's different steps and phases to what we need to do. So first things first, you need to turn on your soundboard. So right here above this little lamp deal, just follow your finger back over that. There is a power button somewhere. Flick that upward. You are waiting for the entire soundboard to turn on before you do anything else. Okay. That's still powering on. While that is powering up, now it is on. Everything's lit up. This screen is turned on, so then you know that you're good to go. Okay, so a couple of things that you want to know on the soundboard. Power-wise, there's lots of buttons, but bear with me, I'll walk you through it. So right over here to the far right, you have your main power. Okay, this is going to move everything up and down, your speakers, your computer, your microphones. This controls all of that. Okay, and then all the way down at the left side, you've got a few more green buttons, and this is the next step that you'll want to know. Okay, so just make a mental note that this top button, 1 through 16, runs your microphones. These first 5 channels are your microphones. These are connected to different instruments or just standing mics. This, not that one, this last one is your cordless mic. It is indicated here. Okay, so you can turn your volume up on that. Once these are, when these are red, that means they are muted. So once they're unmuted, they are good for use. Okay, and second button you want to know on this side is the auxiliary button. And that just moves these first 2 channels. These are your speaker controls. Okay, so usually I'll keep the main volume set to wherever it's at. I'll keep my microphones turned up a little bit higher and then the music down lower so that kids can still hear me over the music. So auxiliary is your sound from your computer. 1 through 16 are your microphones. Okay, so now that our board is on, we are going to walk up to the front and turn on our speakers. Okay, there is an order to do this so that you don't get a crazy loud pop and think that you broke the speaker system. So for this, we're going to turn speakers on from top to bottom. Okay, so we're going to walk up here. There are similar switches, just a little lever right back here. We flip all of these on for each and every speaker. Well, each one you want to use. I typically only use the first 3. Okay, so just for visual purposes, we're just going to do the first 2. Then you would walk over to the opposite side, do the same thing, top to bottom. Okay, if you want your TV on, you can go ahead and push your button here. And then one last piece, so right behind the keyboard here, there are 2 boxes sitting amongst all of the cords. Those boxes need to be on as well. You've got 1 power button here, 1 power button here. Okay, those are powering your microphone and then the overall speaker system. You might have heard a tiny pop. That means your speaker system is on. You're good to go. You can walk back to the sound booth and turn everything up as you need to. Okay, so to turn everything off, you're going to do the same thing, just in reverse order. See, you probably heard that pop. That means I turned things off. Okay, we walk over to our speakers. I only turned 2 on, so we're going to turn those on or off. But this time, we're going from bottom to top. Okay, so when you turn them on, it's top to bottom. Turning them off, it's reverse order, bottom to top. Okay, so speakers go off first. Again, we walk back to the board. It's a little bit of back and forth. And reach back here, power off. You're good to go. that is everything you need to know as far as sound, how to turn things on, turn things off, and what buttons to push. If I didn't go over those, it's probably not important for you to know, so you don't need to know about it. But if you want to stick around, if you are part of kids ministry and you want to know how to run the media, go ahead and keep tuning in. All right, guys, so we are here on media. I'm going to go ahead and put the screen down because we are not going to put the password up right now. If you need to know the password, I will show you where to find that and how to access that later. But so you log into SOZO Kids Ministry page. That is the user account. We're going to come all the way down to the bottom to Google Chrome. That is pre-signed in to our SOZO Kids account, okay? So from here, the main apps that we are using are YouTube and Google Slides. Excuse me. We do have a Google Slides button in the top left corner. Click that and it has all of our PowerPoints. They're typically in date order. Oop, I don't know what happened. I slid a button. Okay. And then if you're going to YouTube, you can either type it in or click the apps button. Go to YouTube, which is already logged in again to our SOZO account. Okay. On the far left side here, you have all of our playlists, and this is pretty much where everything's going to be, just in a quick format for you to find. Okay, so we have our praise and worship, our Sunday service today. Typically, when I have preloaded 2 or 3 songs for the morning, that is where you will find it. Otherwise, you can use praise and worship, and sometimes I'll just let the kids choose what worship songs we sing for the day. And these might change order just based on how frequently we use them. Okay, you've got your countdowns. It's got 3 and 5 minute countdowns. And then just some other things that we might use as well. Just our prayer and ministry music, our pre and post service tunes, things like that. So you can click on whatever you need to access and play what you would like to play there. That is everything you need to know about SOZO Kids Media. And again, the multipurpose room sound. Feel free to email me if you have any additional questions.